Something has shifted in our skies. The predictable rhythm of British seasons is gone, replaced by relentless deluges and punishing heat waves. This is the direct and undeniable consequence of a warming planet. The climate crisis is here, flooding our homes and threatening our way of life. We see it in farmers' ruined fields, exhausted emergency workers, and anxious news reports of yet another record-breaking storm. Our language now includes atmospheric river and danger to life warnings. Warmer air holds more moisture, supercharging our weather systems and turning ordinary rainfall into extreme events. The storms battering our coastlines are gaining energy from warmer seas, and the jet stream is weakening, letting storms linger for days. This is not a problem for the future, it's the reality of today. The storms, floods, and heat waves are symptoms of a planet in distress. Understanding this connection is the first step to confronting the challenge ahead. In 2015, the world united under the Paris Agreement, pledging to keep global temperature rise well below 2 degrees Celsius, aiming for 1.5. This was a critical line, drawn by scientists to avoid catastrophic climate impacts. The agreement was a beacon of hope, built on shared responsibility and a promise to future generations. Yet by 2026, that promise is hanging by a thread. Emissions climbed and political will faltered. 2024 marked the first full year with global temperatures above 1.5 degrees Celsius. A deafening alarm. The 3-year average from 2023 to 2025 broke that limit, showing a terrifying new trend. Now it's not if we breach 1.5 degrees Celsius permanently, but when, possibly as soon as 2030. Every fraction of a degree matters, and the window to act is closing fast. The Paris Promise was a lifeline, not just a statement. By failing to act, we're walking toward a future of greater instability and loss. Why does 1.5 degrees matter? It may sound small, but it represents a massive surge of energy in our climate system. It's not about slightly warmer days, it's about rewriting the rules for oceans, ice sheets, and weather. Think of it like a fever. A small rise signals a system in distress. The difference between 1.5 degrees Celsius and 2 degrees Celsius is a cliff edge, not a gentle slope. At 1.5 degrees Celsius, we lose up to 90% of coral reefs. At 2 degrees Celsius, almost all are gone. That half degree could trigger irreversible tipping points, like the collapse of major ice sheets, locking in meters of sea level rise. For the UK, 1.5 degrees means more heat waves. At 2 degrees, record-breaking summers become the norm, with greater risks of drought, crop failure, and flooding. Holding the line at 1.5 degrees Celsius isn't about avoiding climate change, it's about avoiding the unmanageable. It's our last best chance to secure a future where we can adapt. The stakes are survival versus extinction for entire ecosystems. Every fraction of a degree is the difference between manageable and catastrophic. We're already seeing severe impacts. At 2 degrees Celsius, they become exponentially worse. The time to act is now. The start of 2026 will be remembered for one thing: the rain. It wasn't just wet, it was relentless, with some regions seeing rain every day into February. Bodmin Moor endured 41 consecutive days of rain. 26 weather stations broke January records. Storm Chandra dumped even more water, triggering over 200 flood alerts and forcing evacuations. This is the direct result of a warmer, wetter atmosphere. Higher temperatures mean air holds more moisture, unleashing extreme rainfall when storms hit. Climate change is weakening the jet stream, causing storms to stall and rain to persist. What we saw in early 2026 is climate change in action, not just one storm, but weeks of chaos. Our infrastructure and homes are unprepared for this new reality. Flooded towns and impassable roads are a preview of what's to come. The deluge of 2026 is a warning we must heed. If warming nears 2 degrees, the UK of 2050 will be unrecognizable. Winters will be wetter, with intense rainfall and regular flooding not just once a decade. Summers will be hotter and drier, but punctuated by violent downpours causing flash floods. Drought and deluge will create a volatile, unpredictable environment. Deadly heat waves will become common, with temperatures exceeding 40 degrees a real threat. Southern England could see over 18 days above 25 degrees every year. Sea levels will rise by up to 30 centimeters, amplifying coastal flooding and putting millions more homes at risk. The number of properties at flood risk could rise to 8 million. This is a future we are choosing if we fail to act. The time to change course is now. Climate breakdown is personal. Millions across the UK face loss, anxiety, and disruption. Outdoor workers like a Devon Thatcher lose income as relentless rain halts work and ruins materials. Flooded homes mean sewage, contamination, and heartbreak, with families displaced for months. The mental health toll is immense, with anxiety and depression lingering long after waters recede. During heat waves, poorly insulated homes become dangerous, and the NHS faces surges in emergency admissions. Food supply is threatened. Floods in 2024 shrank UK crop production by 13%, raising food prices. Farmers and small business owners see years of work destroyed in days. Community life is disrupted. Roads impassable, schools closed, the vulnerable hit hardest. The climate crisis amplifies existing inequalities, hitting those least able to cope. This is not just an environmental issue, it's about social justice. The impacts of climate chaos are everywhere in nature. Familiar cycles, frosts, bird migrations, spring blooms, are thrown into disarray. Plants flower out of season, only to be destroyed by frost. Wildlife struggles to adapt. Blue tits hatch chicks too late for peak caterpillars. Migratory birds miss their food sources. Marine life suffers as warming seas crash sand eel populations, starving puffins and kittiwakes. Our landscapes are under assault. Chalk streams run dry. Peat bogs are damaged. Ancient woodlands stressed. Coastal habitats are squeezed by rising seas. We're not just losing species, but entire habitats. Nature is resilient, but we're pushing it beyond its limits. We are fundamentally altering the home we share with countless other species. Despite the bleak outlook, we must not give in to despair. Humanity's innovation is our shield. Technology can help us fight and adapt. AI now predicts floods with unprecedented accuracy, giving communities time to prepare. Drones survey storm damage and monitor defenses, speeding up repairs. Smart energy systems and new building designs cut emissions and boost resilience. Renewable energy is now the most affordable choice, with advances in solar, wind, and storage. Green hydrogen, carbon capture, and sustainable transport are accelerating. Technology isn't a silver bullet, but it's essential for a safer, cleaner future. The fight against climate change can feel overwhelming, but individual actions matter. Become climate aware. Check your home's flood risk, make a plan, and prepare essentials. Reduce your carbon footprint, walk, cycle, use public transport, and cut back on meat and dairy. Make your home energy efficient and switch to renewable energy suppliers. These small actions, multiplied across society, create powerful change. Use your voice. Talk about climate change. Write to your MP, and demand stronger action. Vote for leaders with credible climate plans. We are the first generation to feel the full force of the crisis, and the last with a real chance to act. The challenge is immense, but so is our capacity for change. We can choose chaos, or build a safer, fairer world. Let's protect our homes, communities, and the natural world. The time to act is now.